What's going on? This is the Gemini Exotica podcast. Brand new material, new stuff. All right, let's get started. Do you ever get up too fast and feel disoriented? I really thought that was normal. Turns out I just have lead poisoning. That's what happens when you drink tap water here in the beautiful New York City. They say you should filter it. I don't fucking filter it. They call it tap water because when you put your water into the glass, you got to tap on it to see what's squiggling around in there. But honestly, like the microbes, bacteria, viruses, all that stuff, they make you healthier, okay? Now, this has no science backing, okay? This has pseudoscience backing. Prominent pseudoscientists throughout the world have proven drinking dirty water is actually good for your immune system because it's like weights. You go into the gym and work out, so why not work out your stomach lining by pouring worms and grime and mud down into it? If you drink enough dirty water, you just have bad breath. That's probably the only side effect. I've been listening to a lot of ASMR recently, and, I thought it was weird to listen to it at first, but getting into it, it's very helpful and it's very relaxing. But you want to know what's more satisfying than listening to ASMR? Listening to ASMR videos before they become popular. Like, I was watching chiropractic videos in 2013, like enjoying the cracks and, well, I don't even like the cracks. I like it. It looks like they're twisting someone's neck and killing them. Like, that's why I like chiropractic videos, not the satisfaction of release and stress. I like seeing body parts being twisted and mangled. I'm sorry. No, that's not why I watch ASMR videos. I watch ASMR because of the satisfaction, whispers and things like that. You whispers. You know what I mean? It's nice. It's tickling. It reminds me of what my uncle did to me. He would come up. So do you want to talk to me behind the shed? Uncle Joe, what do you do? Shh, come with me behind the shed. I want to talk. Uncle Joe's in jail now, unfortunately. But not because of what he did to me. He actually robbed a bank. He would have got away with it too, but he got caught on that pedophile show. Anyways, all right. Let's see. There's a lot of football going on. I played football. I played a lot of sports. I played basketball. I played baseball. I played football. I played chess. Yes, I am amongst the scholars that believe chess is a sport. Shut the fuck up. No, it's not. Chess is a board game. It's just like a amped up board game. It's like, it's like when marathon runners are like, in their little skin-tight clothing running around Central Park. It's like you can't just wear a pair of gym shorts from your high school and just jog around. You got to wear like the baseball sunglasses, and you got to have the little Adidas water bottle. Like, dude, I run in my gym shorts shirtless, and if I'm thirsty, I just scoop from the puddle on the side. But no, chess is like an amped up board game. It's like if what I'm doing jogging is Candyland, chess is like the guy practicing for his marathon. Yeah, whatever. But where was I? There's a couple, they got college football, NFL, yada, 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 all that BS. Where is the Women's National Football League? That's my question. The Women's National Football League is, that would probably be soccer. Listen, okay? Girls, football is not built for them. I think WNBA is great. I think soccer is great. Hockey, hockey, football, that's a mannish sport, right? It's brutal in the sense it's destroying each other. Do girls kind of do that stuff? I don't think so. I don't know. I don't talk to enough girls to know what girls do. Anyways, a lot of football going on. A lot of toxic masculinity going on here too, as well. With me, with the why can't a girl play football? Yeah, throw her on the defensive line, see what happens. Where was I? Oh, right. A lot of football going on. We had the Red River football game happening, and that's a Texas, Oklahoma. Some of the least interesting states in America, but have some of the best football, you know what I mean? Well, I guess Texas is all right. They got, what do they got? Horses. They got cowboy hats and horses. Anyways, so two great, fantastic, real deal American states. I mean, it's the Red River football game is one of America's football's greatest traditions. Two teams with deep history playing against each other. What is the history, you ask? Well, now, you may think, it's obvious. There's a Red River separating these two states. You'd be 100% incorrect. Now, a Texas man and an Oklahoman man got on two sides of a creek one day, and they began a-talking, and they began arguing, and they had a debate. The Oklahoma man goes, "No, man, I never bang on the period, man, no." And the Texas man, "I always bang on the period, man." And they looked at each other sternly. And to settle this debate, they decided to play a football game. Winner takes all. What is the right way to go? What is the wrong way to go? Personally, I'd say, just go for it. Who cares? Might as well, try something. Just lay down a tarp or something. I don't know. Listen, if it's a summer night, the lumber doesn't need to be protected by the rain. Just grab the tarp from outside. Anyone that had like a wood burning fireplace would know what I mean. Anyways, there's a lot of football games, a lot of bowl games in America. America is very American, if you think about it. A guy asked me, "Hey, you from America?" I asked, "Which one, North or South?" There is a South America, we sometimes forget about that. And, saying I'm American, you could very well be from Argentina. Well, I guess you would say Argentinian, but why can't I say Earthian? Why can't I say, whatever. Okay. There's the Duck Dynasty Bowl, which is everybody knows who Duck Dynasty is. I think maybe like 2% of the population may know. Is this a bad joke because it's too niche? Whatever, Duck Dynasty, a bunch of guys makes duck calls. I like going hunting. I know who they are. I find them very entertaining. They have their own ball game for football. So, what do they do here? Instead of whistles, do they have the duck calls? If they had the whistles for the duck calls, I feel like the ducks would fly in and land on the field, and the players would be like, "Well, how are we going to play?" And then some guy in camouflage would be like, "Don't worry about it, I got it. Bow, 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 bow." And they'd be like, "Oh my God," and just shooting ducks everywhere. And then maybe like the ball will get shot, it'll pop, and then the players will be like, "Well, now what do we use for the ball?" And the guy will hand them a duck. He's like, "Hey, use this, whatever. This is how we did back in there. We'll go to bridge, in the bayou." Anyways. All right, so what do we have? Periods. My girl was like, "We can't do anything. I'm on my period." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm on my question mark. Now get over here." Oh, Lord. Unreal. Okay. All right. Back to the content. Let's see what we got. Oh, Lord. Okay. Barn owl power is extremely significant to the human race. Now, you might be asking, what even is barn owl power? And I'll explain it to you. And if you're asking, what is a barn owl? I want you to do 3 things. First, turn off this podcast. Second, turn on the hot water into the tub until it's boiling. And then third, drown yourself in it, okay? Because the barn owl is one of the most spectacular owls and birds in existence, okay? First off, think about the barn, okay? All owls are in trees, and this owl had the knowledge to look at a structure that would be warm but also easy to get into, and thus started hibernating and sleeping in the barn. Now, what is barn owl power? Barn owl power is the ability to strike down your enemies with the silence of the wind and consume their bodies, and then regurgitate their undissolved body parts and deliver it to your enemy's family members. You know, a barn owl is smart. A barn owl has a farmer mentality. Now, what is a farmer mentality? Well, if you don't know, go find it out, okay? Go find a farm and just start doing shit on it, okay? Don't expect everyone to just bestow knowledge onto you for free, all right? That's what I say, you socialist leech. You know, like a barn owl, I can't see. I don't have my glasses on. Like a barn owl, you know, you got to strike from the skies, okay? Like a U.S. automated predator drone. You know what I mean? Barn owl strikes hard and fast with a ka! Comes down, attacks, grabs, and leaves. Now, why is this mentality important? I'm not very sure. But the point of it is that you need to have a striking force. It needs to be hard and quick. Everything you do needs to be fast. Bang! You got to come in, kill, and then ditch. You know, like a mafia hit. You shoot, and then you're out. Or like the modern gangs of America, like the MS-13s, or the Bloods, or the Crips. I mean, these guys do great jobs, great work. I think it's kind of funny, actually, because you see, like, a lot of people look up to mob movies, and they're like, oh, this is my favorite scene. And then, you know, they'll kind of not like a movie that involves Ice-T. It's like, well, it's the same thing. I mean, you know, I think it's the same thing. It is actually kind of interesting how we look up to criminals in a way. And, you know, everybody's kind of, I guess, guilty of it. Because it's like, why would you look up to a criminal? I mean, they're the lowest of the low. They rob, they steal, they kill. They're unemotional. They're selfish. I mean, they had every negative trait in the book. And yet, I mean, we love movies about them. We kind of play video games. We fantasize about shooting somebody. It's like, you know, maybe it's the fact, it's the anarchist attitude of it's all about me. I'm going to take what I want. I don't care if I got a run and gun. I don't care if I got to steal. I'm going to put on some EDM and rob a bank. I mean, that sounds kind of cool, does it not? I mean, you know, what would you rather do? Throw on some EDM and return to your job at the bank, or throw on some EDM, shoot everybody, and rob the bank? You know, that one sounds a lot cooler to me. I mean, one, you know, you're you're typing away in Excel and on PowerPoint. Oh, do you know what the GDP is today? And then the other one is like, "Get me all the money." And then you shoot the lady in the face. I told you to give me the money. And then they give you the money. You're like, all right, goodbye. But anyways, what else do I have here? I don't really have anything. I used one of those get-rich-quick schemes on YouTube, and it actually worked. Surprisingly, I'm now loaded. Yeah, no, everybody's like, don't use it, it's a scam. Well, I took a risk, and now I have more money that I know what to do with. I have so much money, I can sit around and make podcasts. All right, I've been drinking a lot of coffee recently, and I was never a big coffee drinker, but now I'm starting to drink a lot of coffee. I drink like, I think I drink like about probably 3 cups a day, which I guess is a lot. It's probably the average amount, I'd say. I like to drink like a cup of coffee in the morning and sit out and have a little bit of tobacco, and I sit on the edge of the building and listen to techno and just kind of look down at the earth below. And it really is a rush like no other. It's like almost like the rush of a pregnancy scare, when the girl's like, I don't know, I just want to. You're like, oh God, do I run? Fight or flight? What do I do here? Of course you don't fight her. You're fighting the baby. She's just in the way. Okay. No, but I drink this coffee. I drink a little tobacco. Or I drink the coffee, a little tobacco. I sit on the edge and I listen either techno or jazz. I really like some nice jazz. If you like jazz music or you're interested in jazz music and you don't know, check out this guy Don Cherry. I just recently came across him. I mean, nobody I know listens to jazz. I just kind of started getting into it myself. I came across this guy, Don Cherry. Love it. Red River, Pop Cherry, Don Cherry. Okay, what was I saying? Oh, yes. So, like, I'll sit on the edge, and it gives me a rush. And, like, the people look so small, and I'm above them. And yet, I'm on this edge, and one more inch, I would be off the edge, and I would be nothing. I would be nothing more than the concrete that makes up the sidewalk, but I'm not. I'm high up. I'm listening to music, and I'm looking down, and it just kind of gave me the idea that death isn't really death. You know what I mean? It's just you return to rock. It's like you return to this unconscious state. And maybe that is death. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I don't know why I'm getting so philosophical. I'm a bit dramatic, okay? I like to get a little ooh, I don't know what that was. But, no, but, because we return to rock, I believe in a rock God. When we die, we turn into rock and nothing more. Heaven is rock. I sit on a rock, I pray on a rock, I bang myself with a rock. Take that for how you want. I hit my neighbor with the rock, I listen to rock and roll. I smoke crack rock. I eat rock candy. I mean, tell me what I do that's not rock. If anything, I believe in the rock God. When I die, I turn back to rock. I'm just a rock. I got a rock for a brain. I'm rock hard right now. You feel me? Listen. That was my chest. Don't be alarmed. All right. Well, I think that's about it. That's almost 20 minutes here. No need to bore you. I think this one was not too bad. Really picked it up towards the end there. The middle might have been, the barn owl might have been a bit stupid, I'm not going to lie. But, when you listen to the barn owl part, go to Google Images and look up barn owl. Okay, I just realized that you're not going to hear this until the end of the podcast. All right, when you hear this part, go back to that part, re-listen, and look at and scroll through Google images of barn owls. It'll make the experience a lot more memorable. All right, now we're going to do a little marketing here. If you like this podcast, share it with your friends. You know, views and listens are good. So if you like it, copy and paste the link into your messages there and say, not a bad podcast here, 20 minutes, quick. You got to go to McDonald's or something. You're going to pick up the pizza for the family. You're going to the gym. This is the perfect ride, 15 minutes away. This is it. All right. Well, thank you very much. And see you soon. Goodbye.